Yo, what is up, guys? I hope you guys are doing well wherever you may be, and of course, however you may be listening. Or rather, I and we will be listening together to some clips, some audio from an interview with Lana Rhoades, former corn star individual, and her interesting takes on the whole situation, how she got into it, what she likes, what she didn't like, and all of that stuff. And we're just going to be totally diving into it, face first, as they say, and having a good time. But before we do that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Takes 1 second. Help your boy out. Like, comment, share. You know the drill. And without further ado, let's get into this. So before we start watching some clips or some audio from this interview, I want to show you guys the video titles for her appearances on these YouTube channels because it's going to become important towards the end of the video. Okay, let's take a look at this one. It says Lana cries remembering humiliating things she did. Look at the thumbnail. The thumbnail always gets me, bro. I think it's so funny. I cannot convince myself to do these totally bullshit thumbnails. Look, she's literally laughing in the clip. Okay, so there's that one. This one literally says "The Life of a Corn Star" featuring Lana Rhoades. Okay. Lana Rhoades baby reveal, living in a mobile home, and I'm the father. And by the way, she brings her baby onto this podcast, apparently, which again is just like what parent would bring their baby onto a podcast. This woman is totally a clout chaser, just totally invested in everything that comes with the fame, which we will get into. I don't want to dive into that too much before we start watching the video. Why did Lana Rhoades stop making corn? 10 questions with Lana Rhoades. You know those questions. Half of them are dirty questions. And then there's this one. How to prepare an anal. Oh my goodness. It does not. I can't make this up. I cannot make that up. Um Here she goes shopping for some sneakers with her kid. Lana Rhoades became a striper at 18 years old. We're back, 3 girls, 1 kitchen, which of course is alluding to the, 3 girls, 1 cup, 2 girls, 1 cup, back in the day. Going deep with Lana Rhoades. Oh my goodness. Fuck, this chick is crazy, bro. She opens up about the adult film industry, despite the fact that half of her content is centered around getting people invested in the totally risque video title, totally risque thumbnail, how to make a girl have a gizm. Let's find one more. Guys don't want to kiss Lana Rhoades. Oh my gosh, what a fucking embarrassing thumbnail, dude. Lana Rhoades explains why her butt is so big. Come on, y'all. We all know why. She be heading to the south of the Rio Grande, as they say, to get a little woohoo. Lana broke her asshole doing anal. Oh my fuck, dude. This shit gets me every time. All right, let's watch.
Let's go. I want to go way
Let's
back with
watch some
you.
of this. This shit is so fucking dumb, dude. Oh man. All right, let's start here, I guess.
and isolate yourself, that's really hard too. And then you're gaining weight, and then like it's just the whole
They're talking about how hard it is to be pregnant, by the way. Yeah.
whole thing is it's a lot, and I feel like it's not talked about enough.
It's some
God, how much can women fucking complain about being pregnant? When does that ever fucking stop? Shut the fuck up about that.
women enjoy pregnancy. For others, it's absolutely awful, like horrible.
Okay, let's. Anyways.
Like you're like hashtag surrogate.
Yeah, it was the worst
You're like hashtag surrogate.
year of my life, and I've been through a lot.
Okay. She says that it was a horrible experience because she's been through a lot in her life, which, by the way, you're going to see is the pattern here, that she is the victim. Her life has been terrible. She, was totally manipulated, totally forced to do everything. But I did want to point out, nothing about her is real, guys. This is totally fake. Her personality is fake. It's gross. It's garbage. And I mean, on one hand, this is comical to me, but on the other, it's sad because I cannot imagine what type of human being exists on the inside that feels the need to do this type of shit.
Yeah, it was a lot.
You have been through a lot.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
The fuck has she been through? Getting fucked is being
that a lot. Let's go. I want to go way back with you before people knew who you were, before you had any kind of platform or any kind of notoriety.
Okay.
What was your childhood like?
So I'm from Chicago. Grew up in Chicago.
All right, so I found the juicy bit, guys. Here we go.
That were creating content online were getting paid compared to what you were getting paid as an adult star. And I think it's relevant to talk about because it sounds like there's a brighter light that could be shined on this industry and the way some of these women, well, I guess, and men are being treated, one from a compensation standpoint, and two, from a career standpoint. Like it seems like a lot of people are being taken advantage of.
Oh yeah. So for reference, at the time I was one of the most popular girls, getting booked the most. I was getting $1,200 a scene. I met a low-level YouTuber, Instagram guy.
Can you imagine getting that is totally insane. Anyways,
Not the ones that people know that I associate with now. He was getting $15,000 to post a picture on Instagram.
Okay, so she says that when they're talking about the roughness of being on the industry and what she compared it to, she saw Instagram models and YouTubers getting paid a shit ton of money. And she uses an example of a low-level YouTuber getting paid $15,000 per picture. Guys, number one, verification, please. Okay, I almost never believe the amount that people tell me they make. They almost always are lying about that. Okay. So we don't know if she actually saw that. It's likely she didn't. The only people who are getting that type of money are the top people. Now it's possible that person was a legit top person and she's twisting the story. And in her mind, this was a low-level person. And so, she's basically stating it that way from her perspective. But in reality, the person was somewhat high level. But I think it's more likely that the guy was not getting paid that much. He was fucking bullshitting that while he was trying to bang her. I mean, so again, it's creating this whole story based off of false information.
Which is crazy because you're shooting a full sex scene. He's taking a picture and you're getting paid 10% of what he would.
But
to me, that makes zero difference. It makes zero difference. It's what the market dictates. And if, let's say it is true, let's say the $15,000 is accurate. Again, it's irrelevant because somebody is willing to pay him that for that. And another person is willing to pay her for that. Just because it's more intimate and it's more like vile and exposed and raunchy, doesn't mean therefore she should get paid more. That's a false premise. That's false logic. It's ridiculous. But that's how these people operate.
I want to go back when you decided, hey, I want to go into the porn industry. Was there anything that did you, first of all, did you want to do it on your?
I also just wonder if any of these people ever just look in the mirror and say to themselves, "Fuck, what am I mean, I know that this person is super popular, but what the fuck am I even talking to this person about?" What,
your own accord, no one was making you. And second, when you did do it, was there anything sparkly about it at first, or was it always dark side?
Yeah, so the whole reason why I thought that it was a good idea was because when I had these things going on at home when I was a kid, I found this show called
Of course, rough home life, which I could have told you that, you don't get into porn unless you had some issues growing up. Okay, let's just say it that way.
Girls Next Door of Playboy. And I work with Playboy now. It's a completely different brand than it was then. But I watched the show and I was like, oh my gosh, like Kendra and Holly, their lives look so glamorous compared to mine.
Which is what this is all about. That is fellas, I've said, many manosphere guys have said this. If you listen, women will always tell on themselves. And as much as she wants to fake this victim, this innocent, this I don't even like sex, while she's taking 4, BBCs, even though she wants to say that, the reality is she cared from a young age about being very popular. And that's what this is all about. She wanted the fame. She wanted the notoriety. There's your answer right there.
Trying to stop my sister from committing suicide every day. And I could be jumping on a trampoline into a pool at like this big mansion. And so it looked great. And by the time that I was 18, glamour modeling and like Playboy wasn't really like a thing where you could make money or a career anymore. So I guess the next thing was porn. So I was like, okay, that's how I'm going to get this lifestyle that I want.
What? You couldn't make money off of that? But later she's talking about how Instagram models, or actually earlier she was talking about that, how Instagram models made more than her with porn.
I was very young at the time. So I was 19.
How old? Okay.
19 years old.
Therefore, we shouldn't hold her accountable for her actions, which is what any chick always says when doing things like this or sleeping with a guy, even though she's in a relationship. Guys, this is all like classic, total modern narcissist femaletry, okay?
I never thought I also had only slept with one person at this point. So I was very sexually
bullshit
inexperienced.
You slept with one person.
One person.
Bullshit.
Then
that's wild.
And
no, it's not. It's a fucking lie, you dumb bimbo.
For whatever reason, I never comprehended to do porn, you actually have to have sex with people. It was just the idea.
Oh my God, bro. Woo! So you mean to tell me that is just the dumbest? I can't even recap that, guys. What the that is such a lie. That you didn't know in porn that you actually had to have sex, or in corn rather, that you actually had sex with people, as if you didn't research it before doing it. So either you're dumb as fuck, or you knew exactly what was going on. She's building the story up. Oh, I had only been with one person. Therefore, I didn't even know in corn that you actually got penetrated. And it's like, okay, yeah, well, let's say that's true, which I don't. I guarantee that's not true. Having just been with that one person, you would know that in corn, There's some pen, okay?
Idea of, oh, okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna be like Anna Nicole Smith, or I'm gonna be like Holly Madison, or this person. It was like an idea in my head, but I wasn't mature enough to realize what actually went into it. And very, very quickly, I realized this isn't for me.
So the
Yeah, but you still did it for like 8 months after that.
first time you go and do something, do you have anxiety? Like I feel like I would have to like have a little bit of tequila or something.
So I also did all of this sober. For a long time, I didn't drink because I had when I was younger. I really had a great healing experience from going to prison, and they obviously.
Yikes. This chick is fucking a total 304. Totally insane. Totally not wife material. Guys, just watch their actions. And this is really, honestly, if there's one thing that you get from this video, it's this. There's actions, especially when it comes to women. There's actions, and then there's what they say. And you look at Lana Rhoades, okay? And she's saying what she's saying right now. But then you look at her actions. She's been in prison. She did corn, hundreds of videos, many different ways. Nobody puts a gun to your head and makes you do that. And we're having these two contradictive stories. And the sad part is look at this fucking guy sleeping right here. There are actually people who buy this shit, which is why they can get away with this garbage. But eventually somebody calls them out and they get exposed.
The people that I looked up to there told me like no drinking, no drugs. So I did all of this sober.
Wow.
Yeah, it was mostly just bad judgment because of my age.
Were other people that you were on set with though drinking drugs, or is it not? Like I've read books. I've read Jenna Jameson's book, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Everyone should read that. It's such a good book.
Yeah, I think the porn industry is infested with drugs and alcohol abuse, and it definitely can drive people.
Of course, because they're broken people. They're broken, sick people doing broken, sick things. And I'm not saying I'm some Puritan myself, but this is obviously not healthy behavior at all. At all.
People do that.
Maybe though why you were so successful is because one of the reasons, obviously you're beautiful. It seems like you're very smart.
Yeah, that's it. It's because she's beautiful. That is why she was successful. Okay. Even though she's fake and all that. Yeah, it's because she was beautiful.
Also, not drinking and using drugs maybe really worked to your advantage.
Yeah, and also it's just, I think if you wake up, no matter what you do, if you want something, you wake up every day and you work towards it, like you're gonna get it. So, like for me, I
really
had like, I would go to porn site and I had like a binder with like my tests printed out for the
look at you
day, like very organized, professional.
Wow.
All the directors.
And 2 minutes later, you get totally banged out by a BBC with, I gotta stop it. This is just insane, bro. This is totally insane.
Just loved me. Like I've always just been an extremely hard worker. And so
because you have a binder? Because you show up to set every day and okay, I can't do much more of this, people.
That's what I attribute to any success that I have in life.
Let's blow the cover off porn.
Let's blow this off. Let's blow the lid off this corn industry, okay?
Real is it?
This is how it always goes, guys. You get, 2 years ago, she's totally advocating for corn, look at me, I'm independent. I can do whatever I want with my body. 2 years later, she has a kid and she is the victim and blowing the lid, so to speak, off of corn.
100% fake.
So Taylor's dying. Taylor's dying right now.
Sorry, Taylor.
Sorry, Taylor.
It's like circus acts. Like as a performer, when I was doing it.
Yeah, guys, and I hope you actually listen to this. It's fake. It's not real. So stop watching that shit, guys. Stop watching it. It's and listen, honestly, every guy probably has to go through this and realize this, but it's total nonsense. And it makes you a weaker man. It absolutely does, because I mean, there's many levels to it. Number one, it's not real, it's fake, in multiple ways. The screen, the actual sex is fake. The situations are fake. Everything about it is fake. It's a simulation. It's again, it's not the real thing. You're lowering your testosterone, and in the end you end up fantasizing and pedestalizing by means of watching it on a screen or whatever, which in the end makes it harder for you to actually get laid in real life. So it's totally a lose all the way around.
It was like, what face can I make? What sound can I make? What can I do in this movie to make it the best one? Because, like, I don't even like having sex. Honestly, I'm pretty much asexual.
Can you develop a
Wait,
connection?
hold on. You're asexual.
Oh my. All right, we're going to wrap this up, guys. So apparently the corn star is asexual. Welcome to America. Welcome to America, where the corn star is asexual. She didn't even like sex. She didn't even like sex. She didn't even like it. That is insane. That is totally insane. For someone who doesn't like sex, you sure had it a lot. Sure had it a lot. In a lot of different ways.
In real life?
Pretty much. Like, I never hook up with people. I don't find people attractive. And I've always
Then why do you have a baby out of wedlock?
been like that. It's not like there was like a change after doing porn.
No, but there is, though, Lana, because you had a baby out of wedlock. I think it's likely it's Blake Griffin. I think it's probably Blake fucking Griffin.
Just broke so many girls and guys' hearts.
I'm just not a very sexual person.
Do you understand? Taylor's crying right now.
In other words, I'm not, listen, honestly, I think that's total bullshit what she's saying, but I think there's a tiny bit of truth to it. Mostly it's bullshit, but a tiny bit of truth. The main thing that she liked was the fame, the power, the money that she got through this, and still does through all of this, which is why I showed you the stuff at the beginning. She still totally capitalizes on all of this stuff. She is right now. That's why I even debated making this video, because by me doing it, I'm even spreading it myself. So, I think it's possible that there's some truth to that, and that, but either way, the answer is not good. It's either it's true and she just liked the money, the power, and the fame, in which case it wipes out everything she said prior, or she is asexual and or she's not asexual and she's just lying about that.
Back, there's a bucket.
I wore this leather jacket for nothing.
He wore this leather jacket.
No.
Sorry.
You should have done Y2K then, maybe.
Oh, you maybe had a
what
chance.
The hell's Y2K? Am I too old? Do I not?
That's Y2K. It's like 2000. Like.
Oh, yeah, maybe I am too old.
It's like 7th grade. Like how we dressed in 7th grade.
Is that how old we were then?
Maybe 9th grade.
It's so popular right now.
So the porn industry is so fake. You're breaking like everyone's heart.
I'm sure there's people that actually like it. It just, I am how I am, and I'm not like a very sexual person. So for me, it was.
All right, guys, we got to leave it there. I don't know how anybody takes this chick seriously. This is a total joke. It's totally nonsense. This bitch is crazy. She's insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Yeah. Yeah, she's totally crazy. I don't know what to tell you guys. And these people are just feeding into her delusion. I honestly really do feel bad for her, because she's never going to get better. She is who she is. These people continue to feed into her delusion. And I don't think things are going to end well for this person. I really don't. I'll pray for her, but man, oh man, yikers. That's all I can say is yikers. This is terrible. Just terrible. So, anyways, guys, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know the fucking drill. I will see you, gents and ladies, next time. There's actually an interesting amount of ladies checking out the content. And as always, DBAP, don't be a pussy willow, and facts or feelings, because your feelings should still matter. See you guys next time. Peace.